Okay, end of the month, at the end of November, Tommy Quinn is taking on Matt Inman at Made for the Cage. Awesome fight, awesome matchup. Made for the Cage, I've noticed, especially since Cage Warriors kind of stepped away for a little bit, have started to really get some good matchups. Tommy, you're back in against Matt. You must be pumped about this matchup because it's a really good fight. It's a really good challenge to have as well.
Yeah, it's a good fight. Me and Matty make sense really. Like we've shared a lot of opponents. I thought we would have crossed a long time ago, but I think Matty sort of declined the fight a little bit, not in person but mentally, because I don't know if you remember, there was an MMA article after I fought Cage Warrior 62. They posted, can't remember what the one article was, but they posted a fantasy MMA card, and it had me versus Matty on this fantasy MMA card. And straight away, Matty declined the fight, saying that his beard didn't belong in the same cage as mine. And then they were like, all right, whatever. And then he said, yeah, but it'd be a good fight, though. And he said, yeah, but there's plenty of other good fight Cage Warriors.
I don't remember seeing that one, but I did. That's interesting.
Well, I tweeted it to him there a couple of weeks ago after he was telling people he was going to put me away in the second round. And I just sent him a message saying, oh, I thought I was your boy. And then sent him a screenshot of him in the fight, basically.
That's an interesting one. I didn't know about that.
So we need to put money on the second round then.
Yeah, we need to put money on
so money on Matt in the second round.
Yeah,
we'll thanks for that inside information. Cheers, that's what we were after.
Yeah, we'll go down to bookies now.
Well, there we are,
No, you can do it online.
Well, you can do it online now, can't you? Yeah, we just do it online. No, that's a weird one. That really, isn't it? I don't quite understand that. Do you think maybe he got the bit of confidence back since because he fought on FCC, didn't he, against Des Parker? He got that win. Do you think maybe it's something to do with like he maybe got a bit of a confidence back in him?
That's it. I think he's maybe looked and seen me losing a fight and thought, oh, Quinn's maybe on the slide or whatever. But that's far from the case. Everybody's seen the last fight and how close that went, and I fully intend to put Matty within the 3 rounds in this next fight.
Well, I was going to say, what have you've been tweeting? You've been Instagramming, and you've been also mentioning about you've evolved on your striking. Who have you been working with, particular then to maybe? Obviously, we won't talk about exactly what it is you're doing because that might involve part of the game plan. But
I heard it's kung fu.
It is probably kung fu. But what is it then? Who have you been dealing with then to kind of improve this bit that you talked about, this evolution of your striking?
It's just thorough research and practice and behind the scenes. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't been overly active this past few years, but that's all on purpose. It's all strategy. I just want to come in and hopefully go through a fair few people in the division in the next 18 months. It's all been through hard work and training, and like you see the quality of lads we've got up here to train with. The level in the northeast is superb. So it's just been putting the time in with them lads and working on concepts and different angles and that. And so far it's working, paying off, and there's going to be like a finished product now come November 28th.
Well, yeah, you have to up there because I've seen what you like when you're pissed. It's a dangerous fucking place.
Well, I was going to say the guys you train with, Ross Pearson as well. He recently quoted saying that you're kind of already you could be thrown into the UFC against the dogs in the UFC and you'd fare well in that. Did that kind of that's a lovely compliment to have from a friend of yours in Ross, but. As well, it says a lot about you, really. I think it shows that he really pays attention to the quality of training that you're doing.
Of course it is, man. It's great to hear them sort of things, but it's all something we already know. Like, if you look, I don't know if you've seen Graham Boylan's recent post there.
Yes.
Have you seen all every person there, like the amount of people that came from Cage Warriors? It goes to show a lot of the Cage Warriors. It goes to show how stacked the level is, you know what I mean? Like, there you can't hide from hard fight. That's anyone that's competing in Cage Warriors and winning in Cage Warriors, they're going to be UFC ready within a couple of fights.
No, I agree with that, Tommy. Yeah, you are right. Because the thing we always spoke about Cage Warriors is they don't fuck about the fights. As in, they're always putting on really excellent bouts. The cards that you watch, they're always absolutely stellar cards.
Yeah,
because they get the right talent. Ian Dean, did a phenomenal job.
Yeah, there was no easy fight in Cage Warriors on paper.
Some of the guys he brought into that promotion, I was fucking blown away. Like
there's not one fight you would look at the Cage Warriors and thought that's a mismatch. That's a complete mismatch.
Exactly.
Not one.
Exactly. And you look at as you said, like you look at the guys that have moved on to the UFC. They pretty much, like a majority of them, have gone on to win.
Yeah, they've all done well. Of recent, look how well Joe Duffy's. Obviously, he got concussed. Then you look at Stevie Ray. Stevie Ray's won a lot of fights off the back too. He's doing well. Couple of good, impressive victories for Stevie Ray.
Yeah,
That's just top of my head, really. Who else?
Well, obviously you got a guy called this Irish guy called what's his name? I don't know much about him. We can just see Connor. That's it, Connor.
Conan
McGraw. No, there's
Conan McGregor.
But yeah, well, when you look at just the Irish contingent itself, you got Connor, you got Caffel who's went over there. You had Neil Seary, Redders went over there as well. There's so many guys that went from from Cage Warriors over to the UFC. It's absolutely, Arnold Allen, he went over there as well.
Yeah, successful.
Arnold's brilliant.
Yeah, it's exciting times, really. I think.
Where you see, hopefully, the likes of myself, you'll get to see Alex Enlund, Brian Roddy, Mr. SAS himself. Hopefully, there'll be a Paddy Pimlet, all the likes of them sort of people. Hopefully, you'll get to see them all get their chance to do in the next couple of years.
Now Ryan's had his SAS training, you won't be able to find him anymore.
You shouldn't be able to see him. Even in the cage, he'll be like he'll be stealth mode.
He'll be creeping up behind you, and you won't even know he's there. You think the Matrix is scary. You wait till you see Ryan now.
He done well on the show, didn't he?
He did. Do you know what? I actually messaged him like 2 episodes ago, and that's where I really thought he shined. He like the stuff that he was doing that they weren't teaching him, like help the weakest link and play the grey man and stuff like that. So not this one, the one where they were actually going over the hills and what have you. It would like how he was grabbing the bag. That sort of stuff really works in soldiering. I'm not talking about putting metal together, but it really, really helps. And they don't teach you to do that. You either do it or you don't, and he was a really, really good team player and stuff like that. But yeah, he did well. He did fantastic.
I done brilliant. I am chuffed.
Yeah, it's a great thing. But with yourself, obviously this card's huge. But then obviously next year, like you say, you want to start an 18-month kind of, going on a bit of a tear. Obviously, everything provided injury free. Anything could happen. You could get out the shower and slip and pull a muscle. You know what I mean?
Don't worry, Ryan will catch you now.
Ryan will probably catch him, and he wouldn't even see him.
Would he be in there?
He'd be in there. He wouldn't even know. But
and not even getting wet.
But like you say, you got with Cage Warriors potentially coming back. Does that then, in your mind, kind of you think to yourself, that belt's up for grabs as well? There's a chance for a title run, and that kind of exposure that Cage Warriors can give you. Does that, in your mind, give you that little push now?
Look, sir, I'd done an interview today, and they were asking about the belt. It's lovely to win belts and all this sort of thing. I've won belts before, and I would hopefully, all being well, I think I'll win this on the 28th. But the Cage Warriors one, it'd also be nice to have. But without a win, the belt means nothing. You can't get it unless you win. That's the thing you're after. That's what you have to post.
Well, the thing is, it's getting the wins and obviously the matchups, because we don't know what they're going to do when they're pretty much coming back. I know Graham is cock teasing us all with his little statements.
Hey, just give us little snippets.
1
minute it's Glasgow and then it's Dublin and.
Well, he's been doing it on Twitter, Mike, as well, and Facebook. Like I say, if I could see Graham, I'd probably feel like kicking him in the bollocks, saying stop doing this.
Yeah, and just put us out of our misery and tell us.
It's doing my nutting. Oh, he's a fucker for it. But the thing is, I think for the UK scene, it's great getting them back in it. Let's be honest.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. In fairness, Bama's pulled their finger out of their ass, and they've put on a fair few shows and a couple of good matchups and stuff. But I don't think once Cage Warriors comes back, they've got all them already links set up and all. It's only going to go bigger and bigger. I think Cage Warriors, especially under Graham's tutelage, he knows what he's at, man.
Yeah, he is. He's got his head screwed on. And the thing with Graham is as well, I think you'll see a lot of guys. there is ex Cage Warriors guys that obviously went to ban because people need to get fights. At the end of the day, they couldn't just sit. They didn't know when they were going to come back. And I think you'll see probably if they can go back, you'll see names come back to Cage Warriors that just went to ban.
Me and Ryan still got contracted fights with Cage Warriors, so I'm definitely back in the bandwagon. Me and the Cage have been great helping us out, having these other fights, and Cage Warriors have been great letting us have the fights outside the promotion. But I'll be happy to step back in the Cage Warriors cage.
Yeah, you'll be blowing the dust off that then.
Yeah.
Making sure you still got it.
I think me and Michael are going to have to get our asses over to watch some of the Cage Warriors cards as well.
I can't believe we haven't been over yet.
Well, we were actually planning to go this year. And then all of a sudden, obviously, we were like, okay, January, and then they were going to announce the cards for the year or something, and then all of a sudden they went, yeah, we're not doing any more, and we were kind of, we're not going to any cards then.
Yeah.
Well, the last card I was meant to be a part of was the London card. I was meant to fight Tom Breeze, and then the London card got pulled, and then look where Tom Breeze is at now.
Yep, Tom Breeze. Yep. I tell you what he
Looking
did at Careful was
scary.
That was.
He looked good. I've heard a lot of good things. Speaking of Paul Redmond, when I went down to train one there a couple of weeks ago.
Who's that?
Paul Redmond.
Yeah. No, sorry, who?
I went down to train with Paul Redmond, Red Sir. I went to train with him about 2-3 weeks ago. 2 weeks before big Ronan Mackay's fight there at the weekend. I'd like to wish him well done as well. But I went down to train with him, and he was saying that Tom Breeze is something else. He's some boy.
Yeah. I've watched, like I said, I've watched some of the footage. Obviously, when he was at Prospect, really. The thing was, he went to TriStar quite a while back as well, and he's just literally under Farage. It's I think it's hard for someone to be bad under Farage. It seems that way anyway.
Yeah. I don't think they would keep you there too long if you weren't a spectacular competitor. Well, you definitely wouldn't be in the pro team anyway, because you're representing Fahaz himself directly. I don't think they would put in scrap people into the pro team.
Yeah, I mean, I was at the Q&A for in Dublin for the last UFC, and they asked Rory McDonald. I didn't. Someone else did. They asked everyone on stage, who are they back in there, where they train, like, have they got their eyes on, that's up and coming? And Rory McDonald said Tom Breeze, and he could have said Joe Duffy or anyone but he said Tom Breeze.
Yeah.
So.
But it's good. I think it's good for British MMA as well that we've got these kind of upcoming stars, because me and Mike spoke about it a little while back, because you think obviously Bisping is coming to the latter of his career.
Twilight, yes.
He's coming to Twilight, yeah. And you do need new, fresh faces in the scene. So you got like the Arnold Allen, you got your Tom Breeze, and I think it helps as well give the UK scene a bit of a boost, knowing that there's, it's there. That we can. We've got talent.
This is exposure, and we're starting to get away from that sort of idea where years ago you weren't any good unless you were signed into the UFC. Whereas now everybody's getting good now a lot quicker. The coaching quality's a lot higher, so everybody's getting better. So it's bringing a bit more attention towards the UK MMA scene, really. So people are starting to look out for up-and-comers rather than just jumping the bandwagons and such.
Well, you mentioned before Alex Enlin that you train, and he's an absolute stellar fighter, absolute top lad as well.
Can't believe he's not already there.
I enjoyed chatting with Alex a little while back as well. I had a great chat with him, but he coaches as well, and he's got a young lad under him as well who's a good prospect in Adam Proctor. So
Adam Proctor, yeah.
It's I spoke to Adam.
A young lad just won at the weekend. A fella Joe Colvin, brilliant. Could be something else. Just needs to stop being so lazy. He rocked up, took a fight in 2 weeks notice, and put the kid away with a big knockout. Amazing, absolutely brilliant. Big bomb right hand. It was class.
That's what I mean, man. There's talent around there.
We just need the stages,
you just need to stage. I think for the UK scene, I think having Cage Warriors there, I think it would not shock me if we see Cage Warriors on Fight Pass as well.
Well, I've heard a lot of rumours.
Yeah, so we heard these.
I think everyone's heard the rumours.
It'd be good. It's good for all us boys that are already fought the Cage Warriors to get on there and get the lights.
Yeah. And that's what I mean, because I think if it happens, as in say Graham gets that Cage Warriors deal with Fight Pass, it would be great for the like, for example, you go onto that card, you're more appealing to a sponsor. and that means more money for the fighter. And I think that's the key side of things as well. That's a great.
What they're doing now too, though. I think sponsorship's dead. Yeah. Dead for MMA. Well, highly in the UFC. Can't do anything. You can't endorse yourself now, which is a shame. It's a shame. Everybody's just won now. You have to be one of the big lads to be able to stand out. Otherwise, just blend in. Yeah,
to get like a unique deal, a solo deal, so to speak. It is a shame. If, the only thing that makes you unique is your walkout music, which that's something about you, which is a bit unique because you don't pick it, do you?
No. So it's but even if I got there if I was lucky enough to get the UFC, I can't even get someone's name embroidered in my arse now.
It's weird. Well, you can get someone. Well, someone can do something to your arse, but it's a shame. Really, as in, I
think we should pick it.
Yeah.
You're going to have to get suggestion. I've got a couple of good ones.
Yeah, because
Oh no, we could have really good ones.
Because people can suggest your walkout tunes for your fight, which I think it's a good little thing to do. I think it's a bit fun.
BG, staying alive.
The reason I do it really is it's a good way to get people interested in it.
It is.
Like in your fight without having to keep promoting yourself and being, look at me, I'm amazing. It's just getting people more involved in like a friendly sort of way.
Well, we had Lloyd Clarkson did it with one of his fights where he was going to get the face of the person on his arse, on his shorts, which that was something he was pushing out as well, which was quite a good thing. He was doing that for the Carl Moore fight, I think it was, or something like that. I think it was that one, for the Cage Wars things. So, but anything like that, I think it just gives a different perspective on the sport. It does add a bit of fun. I think it adds a bit of fun to.
It's a shame. The way the Reebok thing sort of went for the UFC guys. Unfortunately, at the minute.
I tell you what, I would not. I've got to say that it doesn't.
I like
look
to buy my own Reeboks. Yeah.
I think that's like at the end of the day, they're still in the running of things. I think they'll iron out a few creases now in the next year or two. You know what I mean? It's like anything new and anything big. You're going to have errors and you're going to have mistakes.
Yeah,
it's just chipping away and getting it right.
But the worrying thing is everybody predicted that it was going to be like wrong. It was going to go tits up. Everyone predicted it, and they said no, stick with us and this and the other.
For the fighters, but it might be wrong for the organisation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the UFC is sticking by the Reebok thing, but they're not going to. They can't. I think it'd be silly of them to slate it in any way. They're never going to. What gets me is I think I would easily help out Reebok if they need it, because I don't know how they're doing so much stuff wrong. That T-shirt they did of the before the UFC Ireland card with the
matchstick men.
Where they missed out the map of Ireland, where they missed out Northern Ireland, and you think, really? Like,
I know.
It's like, who sits there and goes, that'll do? They have no one looking over it going,
no, that's went through like a hierarchy.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, that's grand, that's fine. Put that on.
And
Giblet.
They did the one recently with Hallman, where he had the Polish image with the red and the bird. It looks like a swastika and stuff like that. And there's just things you think.
Like you would think they would submit it to like they should have submitted that T-shirt to the SBG lads beforehand and said, what do you think? Because they're obviously the biggest pull in Ireland.
Yeah.
Or whatever, like Poland, they're submitted to the biggest team in Poland, or said, what do you think of these? And they could have been like,
Yeah. One email would have done it. You know what I mean? One email.
Because I know there's no such thing as, any press is good press in a way, but there's not really been that much good press.
No, you don't hear of anyone really, really praising it.
Yeah, only the guys who've got exclusive deals to Reebok, if I'm honest, kind of really praise it. And you think, I know why you're praising it, because you get paid.
I wonder what'll happen. Ronda's Reebok deal after the weekend.
Yeah, that's interesting.
yeah.
They might design a new cushion for her to cuddle up with and cry herself into sleep.
I tell you what, how much hate has she got since the weekend?
Jumping in the whole fucking give her shit bandwagon. Everybody loses fights, man.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is, the shit has landed so heavy on her, and it's like, well, hang on, she's the reason that MMA is even in the UFC for women.
And, that's it.
And
everyone's
had bad performances. You know what I mean? She's just had a really bad one on the weekend.
Yeah, but you know what? It might be the best thing for her.
Well, look at George St. Pierre.
It will make me put up the arse to say, all right, I need to wind me neck in a little bit, and I'll go work on such and such.
Yeah, George St. Pierre lost to Matt Serra, and not being funny, didn't do him any harm.
Nah, that's shite.
Exactly. So, but do you know what? You get people. Do you know what? If anyone's successful, as soon as they fall, people love to jump on.
Yeah,
and
That's it.
the
The thing is,
fast.
like, look at Anderson Silva.
Yeah.
Everyone wants him to win, and eventually they get sick of him winning. They're like, I would love him to get beat, just for a change. You know what I mean?
And I loved watching Anderson Silva win because the way he did it was fucking awesome.
Yeah, the way you'd go out there and would just toy with him.
But then people get sick of that too. They're like, oh well, I would like to see someone different win. Or
Yeah.
it's Chad. It's the same with Floyd Mayweather. Everyone wants to watch him lose now.
No, just a second.
They're just waiting for one lad to beat him. Like, he's not as good now. He's shot. He's done for.
The thing with Floyd Mayweather, though, he's a complete dick. He is a complete dick outside of the ring. You know, the way he treats everybody is disgusting. Like, you know, how he'll burn money and
how many people treat him like shit? Like, people try and use him for certain things, man.
Oh,
They'll be
yeah.
trying for their own benefit. They'll not give a shit about Floyd Mayweather. They'll be looking to see how much money he could make them.
Yeah, it's all about the money. Yeah, it's all about the ones and zeros.
He's just clued in.
Yeah, it's all about the ones and zeros, and it's a shame because you think, you know, you see people like fighters, for example, as cash cows, and I think it's a shit way to look at fighters, but that's what some promotions will do.
Everybody's a cash cow, man. Everybody. Yeah. We all have to work for someone.
Yeah.
No,
Everybody's got a boss.
Yeah, and but I think it's the way that sometimes they're abused in a way, and it's a shame. But fucking hell, no, we can't change the world. We're not going to. Money can dictate it. So.
Hey, gives us those shit moments, doesn't it?
It does give us those shit moments like Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh, inferior to Sunday, but
Well, I know there were several million people going, holy shit, and couldn't wait to, you know, like, hurry up and finish fight so I can get online and tell people, like, you know.
That was fucking insane.
Oh dear, that must have been.
That was, Dana White didn't look happy now.
Oh, yeah, you could just see him just crying into his pillow that night, thinking, "I've lost." You know, you can see his hair. Oh no, his hair's already fallen out.
He's just like
If
Ronda had a won, that's took a bit of pressure off Conor having to win, because if Conor loses now, then it's been a bad day for a bad month for the UFC.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's a bad ending for them for the year.
That's
losing
their
their
two big horses getting shot before the end of the race. That is, you know.
Because as sad as it is to say, the UFC would have made a lot more money watching Ronda defend her belt than they will Holly Holm.
Oh Christ!
Oh yeah,
yeah.
But they will. Yeah, it's nothing against Holly either. They just know that Ronda brings people.
It's business.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you know what? That Cyborg fight is now pretty meaningless. Do you know what I mean? It's not important anymore.
Well, you just think if Holly was hurting with the punches, you think how much Cyborg would hurt with a punch.
I know. He's a unit. Her and Holly Holm would be some fight.
Yeah, I know. Seeing the two of them just
that would be interesting because
I would like to watch that.
Because the way Holly fought, you know, like you think Cyborg would have gone forwards, whereas Holly was going backwards and bringing on the aggression.
But Cyborg knows that she needs to get down at 135 and get in the UFC because that's where the money's going to be for her. She'll make a ton of money. She was making good money in Invicta, don't get me wrong. She gets like $100,000 whatever fighting there, but she'll make a lot more probably in the UFC.
She'll save a few grams if you cut her balls off.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, apparently, what's his name? Jason. Jason is he's Bisping striking coach. He used to be BJ Penn's striking coach. And I was having a good bit of crack with him in Scotland, and he was saying she is an absolute beast. He said she hits like a fella.
Well, she would do.
Yeah, she is.
She's built like a fella.
He said she was putting away men in the gym.
I've seen footage of her in Thailand training as well on the pads, and like you say, yeah, the noise she made when she hit the pads, it was fucking crazy.
I tell you what, if you get in a relationship with her, you don't fuck her, she fucks you, like, yeah. Yeah, she's scary.
Yeah, she is a monster. I think she needs to get.
She certainly is.
She needs to get the 135
because that'd be brilliant.
She'll be awesome to throw in that 135 division. She'll be great fun to see.
But you know what? This could be a good thing for the sport.
Well,
you know, all of a sudden you think to yourself, well, you know what? Misha Tate against Holly Holm. That's a possible winning fight for Misha Tate.
But then again, Dana did mention...
I know, but what I'm saying is...
Dana mentioned about the 125 division being next for the ladies, so Misha might be thinking, I'm happy to go down to 125 and fight for that belt.
Do you think they'll give Ronda a straight rematch?
Oh, yeah.
Dana said it.
Definitely.
Dana said, like, yeah.
Why you do that?
It's stupid.
That baffles me, why they do that.
It does. I think... But the reason why... I'll tell you why he's going to do it. And I'll tell you right now why.
People...
It's not... No. He's going to match them up straight away because UFC 200 is going to be mid-year.
And they can do it at the...
Ronda's going to be... And they're going to do it. It's all about the money, mate. It's not about the logic. It's about the money.
Like, it's daft. Like, I would see through it if it was a controversial decision like Shogun and
Machida
and that.
Yeah.
You get put away. You shouldn't be getting a straight away rematch. No way.
No.
Yeah, Ronda Rousey did not win a single second of that
But
fight.
it's like Anderson Silva and Chris Weidman.
Oh, like, or you could even say, it was fair play with Anderson Silva and what's his name, Chael Sonnen. Fair play, give them a rematch. The first one was tight. Well, Thingy was destroying him and then just got caught.
Last 30 seconds of the fifth round, he get caught in a triangle. Crazy. And he dominated the whole fight, more or less.
I know. Well, he did. He dominated the whole fight from the get-go.
Yeah. And it's the thing. It's all about. It's like I say, mate. I'm telling you, UFC 200. They'll take. Dana's going to tell Rousey to have a break. UFC 200 and fight then against Holly. It's all about the money, mate. You think about how much money they'll make from that. It's huge.
Apparently, well, I've read it online. I don't know how fucking true it is, but apparently she's broke her jaw in 3 places or something's out for 6 months.
Well,
she hasn't broke her jaw. There was a medical release, but she got back today anyway from back to the US today. But there was a medical release. I heard a rumor about the broken jaw, but there's no. I've only heard that in one place, but everywhere else said there's no.
I must admit, the mouth looked like it was a broken jaw. You know how she was open mouthed all the time.
Well, she talked after the knockout. She was talking afterwards, and she was talking clear.
Jesus, that's cost them some money. Did you watch the Embedded? And they had
it's all about Ronda.
Stallone, Mike Tyson. They had every fucker talking about Ronda Rousey, and then for that upset.
Oh yeah, because they know how much money and how much attention Ronda gets.
It is the biggest upset in MMA. Period.
You think so?
No. I think so.
I don't know.
No. Go back. What is it? 72 hours or whatever it is. Yeah. Find me 10 people you know that honestly believed Holly Holm was going to win.
But it doesn't matter. I'm just talking.
People thought Matt Serra would have beat
George St. Pierre. I was thinking that as well. That was a way bigger fight. That was a way bigger difference.
No. The thing is you look at Holly Holm in her first 2 UFC appearances. She did not look good.
No, she didn't. But
whereas Matt Serra has looked awesome in some fights. Fair enough, he was fighting GSP, but he has in Holly Holm's UFC career, which is the only real marker you can go from, is she had not looked good. Her striking looked terrible in her first UFC appearance.
Oh well.
It's
I'd probably pick a different fight, but it was a big upset. It was one of the biggest ones.
It's up there. Certainly up there.
It's certainly up there. I agree with you, Tommy. It certainly is up there. Tommy, we're going to let you go because we've got to get on with a full night of interviews. But Tommy, before we let you go, mate, can you let people at home know how they can tune in to you with your social networking and stuff? How they can maybe get one of your groovy little T-shirts that you've done as well?
Well, my Instagram is the Roly Poly Kid. You can find me on Twitter at the same, I think. So if you want to give me a shout out or follow us, just get on that.
Yep. The T-shirts. How do people get hold of your awesome T-shirts that you do?
Well, if you want to, they just send me a message on Instagram or Twitter, and I'll give you my details, and then we can work it out from there.
There you go. And obviously, if whenever Tommy has a fight on, you can think of good songs that you can get him to play.
That's it.
Yeah, that's key.
Still got over a week before I get my shorts done. So if you want to give your name embroidered on my arse for the fight, get suggesting your walkout song.
There we go. See,
I think it should be John and Mike's MMA Corner myself.
Well, we've got to think of a good song.
Well, you need to think of a good song, aye.
I have done Bee Gees.
That's not a song. That's a band.
Yeah, Staying Alive. Or Saturday Night Fever.
Right, Mike, you need to stop guessing because you're
10-5 would actually be quite decent, to be honest.
Yeah, thank you very much. See,
that the other day.
John doesn't listen to a lot of radio.
No. I was thinking somewhere like
Uncultured, you say?
Yeah, I was thinking something a bit more old school, but we'll have a think.
Old school.
Yeah.
What's wrong with Bee Gees?
Like Glenn Miller.
It's old.
Glenn Miller, the 50s. But Tommy, what about sponsors, buddy? Where are your sponsors at? Who's helping you out? I think is there anyone out there?
I would like to thank. I've got Little and Large Clothing Company, a big northeast based clothing company up here. Some lovely attire. You can check them out. Little and Large Clothing on Instagram. Hawker's Company, the sunglasses, these brilliant types of shades. Obviously, it's not the weather for sunglasses over here, but have a look. We might get some cheap deals online at the minute. I'm not too sure. And also Bad Boy, of course.
Bad Boy, awesome kit wear. And what about obviously your training partners? Obviously, you can't mention Ryan Roddy because he's a ninja and you won't even know he's there.
And his face is phased out now.
He's phased out his face, yeah. So, what about...
Latest here.
And what about your other training partners, buddy, and your coaches and stuff that have helped you out?
We've had a really good training camp. I've had Alex Enland, Andrew Fisher, Paul Cook, Colin Fletcher, Big James Mulhern, Phil DeFries, Kai, plenty of good training partners, plenty good Davy Grant. So we've got a strong squad up here. We're lucky. And that's just a few of the names.
Have fun rolling with Mulhern there, fuck that.
Oh, sir, shifting them big boys. It's like shifting the fridge.
No, exactly. Yeah. Sweep. Yeah. No chance.
Nah. 19 and a half stone or something. Jesus.
Yeah,
big boys.
He's a big boy. He's a big boy. It's good to have him back as well. After it's good to get him recovered and get him back in there as well.
Yeah, it's going to be a good card. If we get 3-4 victories out of all our fights, it'll be brilliant. It'll be a great night for us.
I tell you what, honestly, it's a really good card. It's a really good card that they've got on.
Dale's been lucky. He swept up a lot of the Cage Warriors guys, and he's been given a lot of good opportunity to put on real good fights at the minute.
Yeah, I think it's a great thing. It's a great thing for local MMA promotions, especially in AFK. They've really got good matches up, mate. And honestly, Tommy, thanks for coming on, buddy, talking to us.
No problem, sir. No problem. Thank you very much for having us.
Have a great fight, man. It's going to be awesome to see the result, and we can't wait, buddy, honestly.
I will do. Speak to you soon, chaps. Have a good